get showcased.
Welcome everybody to another live edition of the Showcase Pod. I'm Don Vega, joined by the Blackheart, Chris Ireland. Another week. We're set for action this weekend. A lot of things to talk about here this week in the Showcase Pod. Smile on your face.
I did. This is my favorite time of year.
Marchiversary.
Some people get happy with a Super Bowl. I get happy for Marchiversary.
Just about 2 weeks shy now for the biggest event of the year and the first ever SPW Hall of Fame as well. So, like I said, lots to talk about. And it starts off, the road continues this Friday night.
Well, it's really the end of the road.
Well, yeah.
It is. End of the road, Friday night in Taunton.
Last two events before the big one.
Yeah, Woonsocket on Saturday night, so...
You know, a lot of things going down, a lot of things, a lot of appreciations that will finally come to a close this Friday. And, you know, in reality, this could take a turn in the whole Marchiversary atmosphere if one superstar were to become the heavyweight champion.
I would say, unfortunately, that's true.
So...
But as a man of our word, we gave him opportunity. We gave him what he wanted.
He wants to wrestle for championships, right?
He did. We gave him the thanks that he wanted. You know, he's very loyal, and I made that quite clear on Taunton.
Yep.
I said, John, you deserve it for all these years.
Now he can have all the championships.
Absolutely. So, Sean, good luck on Friday.
Yep.
If you do win, you are more than happy. Maybe he should change the Marchiversary match too.
I don't know. We'll find out. You know,
because would that be that would be a four-way then? Could be a four-way instead of a three-way.
Could be a four-way, yeah. Because you know, Rambo has the ability to get a rematch if he does.
Well, yeah. So that's what it is.
In the miracle, you know, that is not going to happen. Him losing the title to Sean Candido. I mean, let's not get him ahead of ourselves.
No, I saw Mr. Candido. I will give you that option. You can either A, give Rambo a rematch on Marchiversary, or B,
give Rambo a rematch on Marchiversary.
No, four-way dance. Four-way dance. That's more than fine.
We know that's not going to happen. So
it could happen. Anything could happen.
I mean, yeah, anything could happen. But you know, yeah. Other things going on. Like you said, Friday we're back in Taunton, unfortunately, to see all these, all these riff-rats in the city of Taunton, and then on Saturday, the last edition of Showcase Saturday night before Marchiversary at the arena in Woonsocket. That's going to be an interesting night as well.
It is, because Woonsocket to Franklin, it's a 23-minute drive. So that is nothing. So all the people from Woonsocket gravitate over to Franklin, and vice versa. We get a lot of people from Franklin going over to Woonsocket, so no excuses.
Well, going back to this Friday night, lots of things unfolding. Like we mentioned, heavyweight championship matchup. I mean, with a guy that's hungry for championships, Sean Candido and Rambo, official already. It's up on our social media that you see it. Another match that went up earlier this week is the final confrontation between the two best friends, Matt Michelson and AZ. They're going to put it all on the line, and may the best man win, and then after that they could hug.
Well, that's what it looks like.
And they could carry each other's bags, and they could, go eat ice cream together, and I don't know, all these weird things. I mean, I thought Michelson was heading in the right direction, and then he does this. What's wrong with these kids now?
Maybe we should break them off and have a nice talk with them. That brothers fight.
I mean, I was expecting him to go down a path that, brings a bright future, like listening to us and kind of deviating away from AZ, which he's found a new attitude. He wants to he wants to play best friends with the audience now, and he wants to shake hands with kids and all this stuff. I'm like, no, I don't like it at all. I thought he had a bright future until I see that type of stuff going on. Speaking of bright future, we were just in our debut in Quincy, and that was a successful debut there last weekend in Quincy, Massachusetts. Any feedback on that? I know a lot of people were happy with the event.
I must say, the young kid Drew Warlow, congratulations. Because in true wrestling fashion, everyone says they're going to go and see your first match. Everyone says they're going to go and see you when you're wrestling in your hometown. He actually had friends and family show up, great support for him.
Well,
I did. I thought that was phenomenal.
Yep. Don't get used to it, kid. I mean, they all start fading away little by little. Little by little, you'll come to the realization that you can only count on one person, and that is the person you see in the mirror every day. So, take that and put it in your back pocket.
Yeah. But overall, great event.
Yeah, great event. Great victory for us in an untitled match.
Well, yeah. All right, you want to go down that road? You picked up a nice win over Candido and little Danny.
These guys are losers. I'm telling you, anytime they step to the Puerto Rican Kill Crew, whichever one of the members, they come in second. And I mean, he want to say that we cheated, that we took the shortcut, no pun intended. I mean, he's always short. But, I didn't see anything. I just saw our hands raised.
I was there. I was time of the event. I was behind the curtain. Yeah. I didn't see it.
Quite the disrespectful older ladies there.
Why?
They were booing us, calling us cheaters. I mean,
I thought they were calling you heaters.
It could be that too. It could be that too, but
I thought because you were a woman, their heart.
I should be.
That's what I thought.
I mean, but nonetheless, we were still victorious at the end of the day, so that's all that matters. Now, moving forward, a day after, we were down at the Moonshine Alley for the Marchiversary press conference that was live on YouTube at SP Wrestling. It's available there now. And if you go back and see our wall in Facebook, you'll see the live there as well. Lots of things unfolding, lots of comments, lots of people complaining. But you saw what happened.
Which part?
You saw what happened with the Only in America challenge.
I'm gonna play. Can I play the music?
I mean, you can. Only in America challenge. I told you I was going to pick somebody. I mean, we had all types of weird characters. We had a circus leader. A kid with a big suit. That
you wanted unknown talent, and we gave you unknown.
I mean, got a kid that got a suit from his dad, I believe, oversized suit. I mean, you had all types of. You had that Drew Warlow kid, like I said. Got a 4-year-old as big as he is. But yeah, nonetheless, I've been hearing all these rumors about this Jordan Moses character that's been under the tutelage of the old man there. I mean, this guy, is he ever gonna give it up? Now he's trying to live on somebody else's shadow.
Yeah, but if the kid is underneath the tree and is getting knowledge.
Well,
I think that's pretty good.
I don't know how much knowledge you're gonna get from a person that we already established that trips and falls and has all these happenings happening to him. But he's gonna have something in common with Muldoon come Marchiversary.
You know what you think of? We gotta call the commissioner. Is Muldoon gonna be in the kid's corner?
No.
I'm just saying.
Sit his ass
if he's managing
away
him
from that corner, because he's gonna get hurt again. Like I said,
Derek, check the contract. We don't want any.
The only thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna be matching buddies after I'm done with young Jordan Moses, because you saw how Muldoon had that incident a couple months back, and how he left Taunton. I mean, they could be twinsies after.
Now, what happened, right? If you asked a kid, maybe it could be Taunton, it could be Woonsocket, or even before Marchiversary, right? That you ask him if he wants to switch mentors.
I mean,
that you would take over the role, right? How nice is that?
I mean, yeah, man. After I put the beating I plan on putting on this kid, maybe we'll see what he's got. We'll see what's gonna happen.
What happened?
March 14th.
What happened if the kid says, "Hey, I will carry your bags.
Well,
I will clean your car."
I mean, now you're talking. Yeah, now you got me interested.
I will pre-spray down the stuff at the gym for you. I'll pick up your laundry. Yeah. I'll go food shopping.
I'll put up the ring for you to train.
I'll put up the ring for you all by myself.
Yes, that intrigues me.
Right? And he'll do all that just so you can give him the knowledge and not have to have the match.
No. That's the way they're doing it nowadays, right?
But no knowledge?
No. I mean, doing extracurricular so that they could get knowledge, or
yeah.
You gotta slave yourself to get a little piece of the pie. Is that what it is? I mean, yeah, I like it.
Hard physical work. You have to.
I like it.
Yeah.
Other matches that we already have talked about for Marchiversary is the blindfold match, when Jay Evans will take on Brother Moon Revan. What part is gonna play Annabelle in this? I mean, the thing is just a creepy little.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
understand what the big fuss is about with this one. But yeah, that's gonna be an interesting contest. You just have to be there to see what happens that night, as well as the U2 World Championship will be on the line, as Shai Shabo, the Conspiracy King himself, will defend the title against young D-Rex, who was just on 93.7 the Juice. Yeah, he was just on there, did a live interview, and he's looking forward to his big matchup finally at Marchiversary 19. We will see. I mean, the belt is still missing.
That is something odd about that.
I don't know what's going on, but there will be a winner. There will be a champion leaving that night, and we'll find out if it's going to be D-Rex or Shia Shabo is going to continue his crusade to Texas Roadhouse. So,
that's just
welcome for the free plug.
Yeah, no, that was good. I mean, going back to the kid, great interview on the Juice.
Yeah,
well spoken. Did you see his promo down in Texas?
No, I haven't seen it. Is it on the website?
I know I did share it, so it should be on the showcase one. But if not, you can go to D_Rex.
Yeah.
413. That I know is there.
That's on Instagram.
That's probably on Instagram. Yep. But I did share it on I know various groups on there. So, but yeah, it's D-Rex in Texas.
So speaking of D-Rex in Texas, going back to Moonshine Alley, Shai Shabo has some harsh words for D-Rex and for Papa Rex and for the whole
and the cheerleading
squad. I mean,
he's not like cheerleading.
He's not. Nope. He's not taking anybody for granted.
Nope.
And he's not putting up with any strange things that might happen come Marchiversary. So I don't blame him.
Nope.
I mean,
Shai has a question, and he asks them, and he's a very intriguing man.
Yes. So.
Do you know what would be a great show? Dan Badandi and Shai Shabo.
Well, that won't say much. I mean, he's not a talker like that.
Well, the conspiracy victims.
What? It's a conspiracy that Danny doesn't talk much?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, and another contest that was announced at the press conference was the main event for this year's Marchiversary, featuring, one of the members of the Puerto Rican Kill Crew, the heavyweight champion Rambo Godfrey, who will be taking on two opponents. Sometimes I question how that happened, how Derek, I don't know, paperwork,
I wasn't fond of it when it first was announced. But the more you think about it, look at Rambo, right?
Yeah.
He's blazing history through Showcase.
Yeah.
Right? Jason Blade is a New England mainstay. I don't like to use the word legend.
Yeah.
But he's been around for a while, right? He has credibility. Then you have BRG, right? Up and comer, making his name throughout the nation independent. So I think Rambo in one night, he's
gonna take out
the past,
and the future,
and solidify the future.
Yes.
So on that part, I love it.
Yep. My money's on Rambo. He goes on to his third Marchiversary as the champion.
That is very
and leaves champion that night. And there's 3 people there. There's 4 of us.
4.5. I'm a half. No, I'm not a half. I'm like an eighth.
What?
Right, eighth, 32nd. Maybe I'm 32nd.
But does that make it bad for him though? Because if somebody wins the gauntlet, they can interfere with their match and pin Jason Blade or BRG and become the new champion.
You're getting help. You're getting a.
Danny's getting ahead of himself.
Danny's over here getting it.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that?
Why would you allow that?
Yeah.
I mean, Blackheart's that gorilla. You think that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
I do time all the matches, and that means I also see who keeps going in.
Yeah.
So, But would you want to?
We got that covered, Danny.
Yeah. Look at. I think. Wait a minute. Are you win this thing?
Yeah, he's in the gauntlet, so now he's trying. He last time he was in there for an hour.
Yeah.
So now he's trying to secure that if he wins this gauntlet this year, he would go in and sneak in there. Danny.
Wait, didn't you tell everyone you were playing last time? And look what happened.
Yeah.
So Danny,
don't
now
tell
we
everyone.
know again. Now we know, Danny.
Now we know again. Danny's plotting that if he wins, he's gonna sneak in there and try to get a fast one on us. I thought we were friends.
All right, so Danny, I'm going to tell you a game plan, right? All you have to do is stay in the corner, Danny, clothesline people, pick them up, throw them out. If you did that, Danny, you would be successful.
Well, speaking of other matches as well as a tag team encounter for the SPW Tag Team Championships, as the the Super Stack.
Well, it's pretty close.
Sean Candido and Danny Cabral taking on the other half of the Puerto Rican Kill Crew, Alex Rated and Brian Starr. I think we're going to leave Marchiversary 19 with all the titles because Blackheart.
Any new ones, you think?
I mean, if you want to go down the YouTube route.
Yeah, why not?
We're on YouTube all the time, so,
Puerto Rican social media, that would be fantastic.
I like Shia, but business is business. Yeah. It would be good to have all the titles.
It would.
For sure. So, but yeah, tag team championships are on the line. Are they going to cry when they lose those titles to the Puerto Rican Kill Crew?
Oh, I think it's a lot of crying. I think Marchiversary, there'll be a lot of crying.
Well, it's a lot of crying going on. And another guy that's entering the gauntlet this year, and he announced it. I don't know why he would, because now people are going to be looking and gunning out for him. It's Frank the Announcer. And he's been training.
Sure.
He's been training.
I thought that was a typo, to be honest.
He says he's been training for this thing, and, he wants to go in there. He's tired of getting pushed around and bullied, and he feels like he deserves a shot. So
I don't know.
I don't know if it's one of these shots or
who's going to announce then, Frank? If your name gets pulled,
no idea.
Who's going to announce?
No idea. This is why these guys, that only thinking about yourself, huh, Frank?
Yeah, very bad, Frank.
So, he even got a shirt out that's at
I do like the shirt, though.
The store now, available now. Frank Isaac Taylor, fit. No pun intended for him being fit and, being at a certain facility we know. But, yeah, Frank the Announcer's entering the gauntlet for the gold. As well as you heard it here, Danny Badandi making his return back to SPW. After winning his powerlifting competition, and he's ready to go, planning to sneak attack us. Guy I thought was my friend for like 30 years, but at least he told me his plan, so now I know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
Well, I love you guys, but you say business is business.
Yeah. See?
Look at that smile. That's the same look
Let's go.
That's the same look he gave me when you were trying to, you know.
No, this is the same look he gave us when he took that freaking long ass train ride. A couple years back. That's the same look he had, but not the same one he had when he came back. Though.
That is true.
Yeah. Let's go to the comments. We got people in the comments.
Hugo, Lewis, Meller. A couple people just saying hello and whatnot.
All right. Well,
you want to type them the Marchiversary question? Who they think is going to win?
Yeah, if anybody's got questions about Marchiversary, I'll put them in the chat room.
Speaking of other endeavors, we'll get away from Showcase for a little bit right now. And the other news, one of the top producers in the WWE decided to show up in person and call it quits. So the Road Dogg, Brian James, showed up and, pretty much said he wasn't happy with all the situation, the rest of the creative team members there, and he asked for his release. And he walked out on the WWE. So
has to be more of the story.
Well, that's what they're saying, that he wanted to quit in person, so he showed up and he gave his notice in person that he wanted out. So,
look, because on the going to kind of tie that into the WWE show on Netflix, you see him a lot, and I don't think people realize what people do behind the scenes.
Well, maybe he says he's unhappy with the route that creative has taken in the last year or two or whatever, and he wasn't happy, and he wanted to step down. So,
well, I mean, it's a lot. People forget. I mean, the grind.
Yeah.
Never mind the creative, and the pressure.
I mean, maybe
sometimes vacation's better.
Maybe a lot of his ideas were getting watered down. Because as you know, there's too many peas in one pot. And sometimes, you have certain ideas that you want to keep solid, and other people mingling in will kind of, or even Triple H himself, he's overwriting any ideas that he wanted to roll with, and it got to the point where why come up with anything if everything's going to be watered down and basically shut down. So, it could be more to the story, but that's what it looks like it is for now. He's been there for so many years. Whether he was an active wrestler and, behind the scenes, he's had a hell of a run, There's really nothing to be really sad about when it comes to that.
No, I mean, hopefully, like on his part, he could be burnt.
Yeah.
Take some time off, and then...
Oh, we'll see if he doesn't show up in creative and another federation.
Well, unfortunately, that's what usually happens, which...
I mean... There's certain groups that need some creative direction.
Well, and we've talked about that Tony Khan a lot of times is a matchmaker.
Yeah.
He is not a storyteller, so...
Either that, where I like to see him go? I like to see him go to TNA. I think he would do a lot more there.
Yeah, I don't remember who's on the creative over there.
The creative there's John Bravo and Tommy Dreamer, and I forgot the young lady's name. That's the third person, but those are the head creators there.
All right, so it could be something there.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the Road Dogg down the line. On other news, we were talking about this last week. We saw that AJ Styles was going into the Hall of Fame, and before that, Stephanie McMahon. And now this week, we just saw the newest inductees to the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026. Danny, you want to pull the video up? We'll go to that right now.
I got some news, man. It's my esteemed honor to welcome you to Demolition, Action Smash into the 2026 class of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, guys.
Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you.
It's a huge honor. We'll be there.
Awesome, man. Congratulations, guys. Well deserved. I got some news, man. It's my
That's
Well, there you
awesome.
have
Well
it.
deserved.
Demolition. After all these years, a lot of people were saying, well overdue. Of course, there was the mention of them going in for the longest, and then it haven't happened yet, but it's finally happening. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I couldn't remember. That's what I was looking up on why they weren't in there before. It looks like they did have a couple of lawsuits with WWE regarding merchandise and disputes on funds.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So everything's not black and white in wrestling.
well, yeah.
So put it this way: why would WWE put them in, or Vince? You're
that was a Vince thing.
Yeah, you're suing us,
suing the company,
and then you want us to put you in the Hall of Fame.
the Hall of Fame. But
Yeah.
not so much them fans seeing the impact that Demolition had during their days, during their time in the WWF. Definitely seeing other people go in and not those guys. Yeah. It was odd. So
Yeah, no, I mean, good for them. They definitely deserve it.
So finally, they go into this year's Hall of Fame there. Who do you think the last person is going to be?
I don't know. Hopefully it's somebody good. I mean, the Demolition one I thought was very good.
I heard some rumors, but I'm gonna let it unfold either this year or next year. You know this person, but I'll see if it happens.
Why not? I mean, you could do. You got the Killer Bees.
It's not a tag team.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know this person, but we'll see if it happens. Talks is either this year or next year. So.
Are they alive?
Oh, of course.
Okay, well that helps.
Still wrestling.
No,
Yeah.
that helps. That helps.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We'll
I mean,
find out here
hopefully.
shortly.
Well, they got 5 now. 5 going this year.
I think that was number 3. It was Stephanie,
Yeah.
AJ Styles, and
Yeah.
Demolition as a tag team.
All right, so probably one more. Usually
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, before it was like
some-
5.
Yeah, usually they do someone who's passed too.
Well, they do that Warrior.
Yeah, I know.
Or-
I don't like that. To me, that's just is watered down a lot of times as somebody who may not have been a WWE mainstay.
And then they've had the tendency to do that award that they put a bunch of people that should have been in the Hall of Fame by themselves.
Yeah.
All in a bunch.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So, not a fan. We'll see if we talked about this last week. The format that they had, the highly edited.
Yep.
Cutting down the stories, cutting down the format that they had when the Hall of Fame was actually a whole event.
Yep.
That you would look forward to because guys would go out there and really tell some stories, and they had the time to do so. And now, recent years, it's been kind of like this watered down thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least the part that you see on television, it's like an hour long type thing.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like when they do that.
We'll see what happens this year with that. Any other news that we have?
Elimination Chamber.
Oh, of course, we heard this.
Well,
We heard this from Danny in the message board.
What about what comes out of a box?
Oh, we'll get to that, but Danny's all excited.
Oh, let's go.
I
Let's
had
go.
to get a text from
Oh,
Danny.
you did?
Yeah.
How many did you get? I got like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Look at that smile over there. Tell us, Danny.
All right, so Rhea Ripley defeated. I'll get to the match in a second. So Rhea Ripley defeated Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez in the women's elimination chamber match. She's going to Mania to challenge.
Bullshit. Should have been Raquel.
So I picked that, and you picked Raquel, and you picked Rhea.
I picked that one.
And AJ Lee defeated Becky Lynch for the women's
I think I had AJ Lee.
I think I had that one.
You two had AJ and I had Becky.
I'm doing pretty good. How did
Yeah.
he win?
And CM Punk defeated Finn Balor for the WWE World
Yeah, I
Championship.
scratched that.
I picked Punk, and you guys picked Baylor. And Randy Orton defeated LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Jay Von Evans, Trick Williams, and Logan Paul in the men's elimination chamber. And I picked Randy, and you guys picked you picked Jay Von, and you picked Donald, and you
Yeah.
picked Cody.
Oh, yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
So Danny finally wins one.
How'd he do that?
I don't know. It was just random picking the guys we didn't pick, like tiebreakers.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It's like tiebreakers, but going backwards and into the men's elimination chamber. There, you saw the return of Seth Rollins. He revealed himself as the main mask guy because there's been multiple ones, and who knows what's gonna happen heading forward with this. Are they going to be multiple guys that are part of his group? I mean, some of his students were the ones that were underneath the mask. What do you thought about that?
Well, it would be interesting to find out where they go with it. New matchup. Heyman is priceless. And for Paul to still get in the ring in any capacity, I give him credit.
Well.
But Wiseman.
I just think that wasn't the original thing to go with that thing. I think this thing was kind of like last minute blow off. Because if you were throwing people off, they started the angle showing that it was gonna be Seth.
Yeah.
And it just made no sense to me. Like usually when you do that, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
I think because of so many people saying different things and noticing that there was different guys, they kind of say, fuck this, swerved everybody and fucking, had Seth at the end of the day. But I don't think it was meant for Seth to be the mask guy. Danny's falling asleep over there. Never mind that. But Danny could be the mask guy. He's falling asleep back there.
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens. Like you said, be interesting to see now heading to WrestleMania what's going to take place with this whole ordeal with Seth Rollins. And, we saw he came in. Cody got the W on his deal with Logan Paul. Hopefully it's not him and Logan Paul at WrestleMania again.
No, I mean, that's one thing I'm hoping there's... Well, not even him. If it was Cody and Drew McIntyre.
For the title?
Yeah. I'm hoping that doesn't repeat again. How many times do we see that?
Yeah, no. I don't think. I really don't think that match is going to take place for some reason.
I'm hoping not.
Yeah, hopefully not. We'll find out. But there is a matchup that's going to take place, and I believe it's Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Drew McIntyre is going to be defending the title against Cody. Is it Cody?
Yeah, Friday.
Is it?
SmackDown.
Something's going to happen there. I'm telling you, Drew's not going to WrestleMania as the champion.
Poor Drew.
So, something's going to happen there. Why have that big matchup a couple weeks before unless you're trying to, kind of switch things off? That was interesting to see that they advertised that. But, what other news do we got?
Video from Derek Moore, an update for Marchiversary.
You want to go to that video now?
Well, why don't we do the box and then we'll do Derek?
Yes, we missed the big debut. That screwed us over.
Yeah.
Yep, let's go. He's trying to deviate from that because he's happy he won finally.
Yeah.
The big unveil of the box that's been getting shipped around from arena to arena and finally got shipped to Elimination Chamber in Chicago, and everybody's amped up about this, and they waiting for Chris Jericho to come out of this box, and all of a sudden, we see some vampirettes, woman vampires, and out comes Danhausen.
Great for him.
Yes.
I thought fantastic for him. And people, unfortunately, a lot of people are saying it's kind of like the gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
When that happened, but in true fashion, WWE overhyped something. We were all people looking, where's Jericho? Where's Jericho?
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was
they
Jericho.
booed him. You do this in Chicago, which is a city that's known to be one of the toughest crowds.
They were
like
honest.
New York City and one of those cities that they're gonna give it to you. And they gave it to him. They were booing him. There was videos all over the internet, social media of people that were there. The original video without the sound being filtered out, and they were standing booation, if that's even a word, for Danhausen. People were pissed. And unfortunately for him, he gets to make his debut in that type of environment because maybe that's why Road Dogg's walking out. He's like, what kind of shitty booking is this?
Well, if he just came out without the whole box thing,
yes,
I think he would have got a better reaction.
Yes, because now you haven't been hyping this thing up.
Yeah.
When people right off the bat, because this has been going on for the last couple PLEs.
Yep.
With the talk that Chris Jericho is gonna come in, they finally said, he's coming in. He's gonna screw over Punk.
Yep.
They've been talking about this since Punk came back to WWE. He's still saying the best in the world thing. Jericho, as we know, used to do the same scenario. So people are waiting for that matchup, and they let him have it. They were pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would happen that night.
So
I'm not saying it was the box. That would have been good. But on the flip side, right? So look at the positives. Merchandise. He's one of the top sellers.
Yeah, I mean, of course,
fantastic, right? We had this conversation at the school this past week. We had it in Quincy that night. We actually had to tell people to cut down the wrestling, work on character.
Yeah.
And if it's anything that Dan Houser is, it is a character.
Well, yeah, he tried the wrestling route, and he is a good wrestler, and he could wrestle, but that took him nowhere, so he decided to come up with this character, and the minute he started this character, he started blowing up everywhere, and here we are, a few years later, he's in the WWE, and good for him. Just shitty break on the debut. Yep. Hopefully he can bounce back from that, and I actually watched the highlights for Raw this past Monday, and he cursed his first victim.
Yes.
Dominic Mysterio's curse, and you know what happens when he curses somebody.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the title. Dominic lost the Intercontinental Championship to the new champion, Penta. Good for Penta, another guy, a journey guy that's been at it for a long time, and finally, not only did he make it to the big time, he became the secondary champion, Intercontinental champion, the working title back in the day, at least, and it's been that recently, because Dom was defending the title. It was getting more of a spotlight, the Intercontinental belt. So we'll see what happens with Penta as the champion now, moving forward. Do you think that's going to last? Or?
I mean, the fact that they're doing more stuff in South America, he is over with the crowd. Merchandise looks good for him, so maybe they get a good run.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking now, speaking of the whole Mexico, and they doing these weekly or bi-weekly shows for AAA, and doing a lot of shows in AAA. Maybe Danhausen would eventually.
Well, no, I was thinking that with Mr. Iguana.
Go that route, yeah. So we'll probably see him make some appearances there down the line, and that's probably why they hired him, because his character fits a lot of the luchadors and the outrageous characters. So he's in a good spot right now, other than his little snafu. Well, not his, but creative snafu in the way they debuted him. So going back to showcase news, like we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we're back to action tomorrow night in Taunton, Mass. 82 Ingle Street at the Taunton BFW Hall. Chris Blackheart, anything that you're looking forward to tomorrow night?
I can't say my favorite time of year. I mean, all right, AZ and Michelson. I just want to know who is better of those two.
I just hope they just beat the hell out of
each other. And some days you have to do that.
I mean, that's
Sean Candido,
Oh, he's gonna get beat up.
I'm just waiting for him, just to get the opportunity that he deserves.
Well, yeah.
And again, it's going to my. We have so many guys knocking at the door. We have guys in the back. Everyone wants to compete at Marchiversary in any form or fashion.
Yeah.
So that could be, this weekend is their last time, really, to
make an impression.
On anybody. So,
yep. So we'll find out what happens. Tickets on sale. ShowcaseProWrestling.com for all those tickets. Prior to tomorrow, they'll be available at the door as well at the BFW Hall. 7:47 p.m. start time on that, and then Saturday we return to the Showcase Arena in Woonsocket, 126 Main Street, with a 7:07 p.m. start time for Showcase Saturday night, and that's the last time before the big one, Marchiversary 19.
Yep. I think that's going to be the best Saturday we've had all year there.
Yes. So make sure you get your tickets ahead of time. ShowcaseProWrestling.com, as well as the tickets for the Hall of Fame, first ever Showcase Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame that takes place on March 13th, the night before Marchiversary, at the Franklin Elks Lodge, 1077 Pond Street, Franklin, Massachusetts. You want to pull that up, Danny? Yeah, I don't see it. So, we're going to have the induction of the Boston Bad Boy, Jason Rumble, former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, as well as the first ever Showcase Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Nicholas Knight, the late great, your trainer, Walter Killer Kowalski, inducted by Brittany Brown, and you can say it. Go ahead.
Jordan Moses.
I'm falling asleep.
Jordan Moses' trainer, advisor now.
If that's his trainer, he already lost.
Sergeant Muldoon. Again, we do appreciate everything he's done in the past, not so much in the present.
Well, the present,
yes.
If it would have been for the present, we would have taken him off this induction.
Yeah.
But it's too late, so he is getting inducted March 13th at the Elks Lodge in Franklin, and that's going to be at 7:47 p.m. Start time for that?
Yes, the doors are going to open at 7, and we're going to start at 7:47.
So there you have it. You're gonna see some guys that pay the way, hear and listen to some stories, and mingle around. Just stay away from me. Wash your hands if you're attempting to even come near me.
Somebody in the chat room said Jordan Moses is gonna win.
Yeah, Jordan Moses is gonna win the beating of his lifetime. That's what he's gonna win.
Frank said he's gonna do double duty.
Ring announce and.
Frank, I got a question for Frank now that and it's now making sense to me, this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe he was holding back on us. Is the Isaac, the middle name Isaac, a hint about, some illegitimate children that you got laying around? I mean, now that I'm thinking about it.
Isaac?
Yeah. Isaac. We got somebody that has a familiar name with that at the training center. Just hit me right now. I'm like,
it's in the eyes.
Yeah. We're not gonna bring it out, but Frankie will know what I'm talking about when he's. Is he in the chat?
Yeah.
It just hit me. I'm just like putting 2 and 2 together here. I'm like, wait a second. He been giving a hit. He's been giving us a hit all this time. Been holding out, huh, Frankie?
He's the most jack ring announcer in all this.
Well, speaking of that, go to the video now with Derek Kaufman more there about this weekend.
I tell you, you fans are really something, because I come on social media yesterday to do my job as your commissioner to announce a very important matchup for this weekend, and I am met with words like bias. The commissioner is showing favoritism. These are trigger words, people, and they are pure poppycock. I show favoritism towards the Puerto Rican Kill Crew and Alex Rated. Really? Well, then go find the proof. You bring me hard evidence that I have done any of that, and we'll talk about it. Don't worry, I'll wait for you. Oh, you didn't find it? Big shock. I hate to break it to you bunch of marks, but a lot of us are friends outside of the ring. Just because I embrace Alex Rated at the press conference doesn't mean I show him any sort of favoritism. I have developed a beautiful relationship with Alex behind the curtain. Alex Rated is from Ponce, Puerto Rico. Mi esposa's familia is from Ponce, Puerto Rico. La isla de Puerto Rico es muy, muy hermosa. But I don't expect you uncultured swine to understand that. And bias? I am biased towards certain people of the roster. I can read between the lines of that statement. I know what you're trying to say, so let's nip that in the ass right now. I had nothing but wonderful things to say about Logan Machina the last time I was on live commentary in Taunton while he was wrestling my apparently favored Alex Rated. Doesn't sound like bias or favoritism to me. I've had positive things to say about AZ and the new leaf he has turned over. I have had nothing but phenomenal things to say about Danny Cabral, so by all means, show me the bias and favoritism. I told you fans the last time we were in Woonsocket. We have to have a relationship whether you like it or not. How toxic the relationship gets is entirely dependent on you. I will be damned if I'm going to be gaslit to believing something that isn't true. So how's this for bias and favoritism? This Saturday night, March 7th, live at the SBW Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island with a bell time of 7:07 p.m. If you have anything to do with Marchiversary, whether you are vying for a championship or you are entering the gauntlet for the gold, you will be in attendance. Oh, Commissioner, you can't put everybody under one roof. It'll cause chaos. Good. Just like a great man once said, I am an agent of chaos. And you know the thing about chaos? It's fair. So let the chaos ensue. And make no mistake about it to my roster. Your presence is not requested. It is not demanded. It is by order of your commissioner, Derek Kaufman Moore. Thank you very much. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There you have it. You know, he's just voicing his opinion on certain individuals that continue to cry about favoritism. Like, I don't see any favoritism. He's a very fair guy.
Nope.
Fair individual, you know, likes to keep it down the middle.
I love the passion.
Yeah, I mean,
I love the passion and direction and.
Well, that's why we gave him the job.
I think he's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't understand how these certain individuals that we won't name. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like one or two or one individual.
Only like one really complains.
That's really complaining and feeling like he's not being treated fairly, even though he's getting a championship matchups coming up. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
How selfish.
Thankless is really what it's called.
Well, yeah, ungrateful.
Yeah.
You know, but did Frank answer my question there in the chat? Or
He said OMG with a laughing.
OMG, yeah, Frank. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to do. I had a friend of mine that did a DNA test this past week, and he was quite happy about his outcome. I don't know about you, but we'll leave it there. That's for another day. In another show here in the Showcase Pod. Anything else you want to get off before we get off the air tonight?
No, the website's up. Get your advance tickets. Now, I'm really honest. Most of our events, you can typically get tickets at the door.
Yeah.
Not all, but most.
Except Marchiversary.
Marchiversary, I always 100% recommend get them online, get them up front.
Yeah.
1, you get in the door quicker.
Yeah.
2, we do not like shutting people out.
So.
And the last 3 years,
we've left people outside.
Yeah, it's again, that is.
I mean, looking out the window in Taunton and seeing like the 30 people, 40 people that stood outside. I mean, I had no problem with that, but on the business side of
Right,
things,
the business idea.
looking at the grobblers that I saw, I mean,
we warn people, and do you know somebody who the greatest offenders are? Their friends and family. You always say they're going to show up. Then they finally go to the big show, and guess what? They expect to get special treatment.
Yeah.
And they never went to an event before.
Well, you know how when you going that route, you ever started a business and the first people looking for a discount,
yes,
the first people looking for a hand-me-down or a freebie is the people that should support you the most, you know, your relatives, your close friends. Instead of supporting whatever it is that you're trying to get established, they're trying to take away from you. And for a young business to do that, I mean, that's a no-no. That's like the nail in the coffin that will put you out. I mean, speaking of selfish people in closing, this is why we are the way that we are, Chris Blackheart. You know, but on that note, and Danny, don't you think that I'm not going to be watching you in a couple weeks? You know, now that we got into this whole circle of selfishness, Chris Blackheart. I mean, talk about two guys that don't have a selfish bones in their body.
Nope.
You know, honest individuals here. But you know, before anybody has an opinion on that, that's all we got for this week. For Danny Bedondi, shady guy himself, for the Blackheart, Chris Island, and for Don Vega, we'll see you tomorrow night in Taunton and right back here next week in the Showcase Pod.